From the takeoff to the landing, it's still an exhilarating experience every time you get in the cockpit. The views from sunsets to sunrises, flying over the Grand Canyon day in and day out for a living does not get old. Our primary mission out here is to safely provide unrivaled, full-spectrum aviation services. So what that means is we do everything that encompasses the entire aviation mission. Maintaining the aircraft, launching and recovering the aircraft, flying the aircraft, service on the back of the aircraft, scheduling the aircraft. So anything you can think of that would encompass safely getting an airplane off the ground and back home safely, that's what we do over here. The Gulfstream G550 came out of the factory in 2018. Extremely capable airplane. It seats 14 and can travel upwards of about 6,700 miles. G650 seats 15 people, is about 8 inches wider, about an inch taller, and can travel upwards of 7,200 miles. So just a little bit more capable. To put that in perspective. With the right winds, you usually make it nonstop from Macau all the way back here to Vegas. So very, very capable airplanes. We'll fly anywhere in the United States. We'll even go outside the country to Mexico or to Canada or all the way to Asia. We're a 24-hour operation to an extent. As you look around the hangar, you're not going to see any brass poles like you'd see in a fire department. We don't actually sleep up top of the hangar waiting for somebody over the hotel to call, say, launch the airplane right now. Our crews, flight attendants, and pilots in particular, are on a 3-hour call out, which means from the time the phone rings, they need to be at the hangar within 2 hours to launch the airplane within 3 hours. It's really a team effort, so we take great pride in the fact that we have a very experienced cadre of both pilots and maintainers and flight attendants providing service in the back of the aircraft, as well as our dispatchers, all extremely seasoned professionals in the industry, and we take great pride in trying to deliver that world-class service to our guests. That's what they expect. Let's face it, they expect the same service on these airplanes that they get over in our hotel. Sometimes that's a little bit difficult. I will say it's a challenge for our flight attendants sometimes, but they're up for it. They're well trained, they integrate well with the hotel and the kitchen to have stuff prepped properly, so when it comes out to the airplane, they can deliver it as effectively and efficiently to the guests in the 5-star manner that they expect. I think one of the unique things that I really love about the job is how dynamic it is. Even though I've been doing it for, oh my gosh, now 34 years, every time you get in one of these pieces of machinery, it's a different experience for us even in the cockpit. You know, flying an airplane for a living is definitely not necessarily looked at as a job day in and day out. You get to see some of the most miraculous views that you can think of, whether it's flying in here to Vegas and just seeing the city at night, in the confines of the valley, or flying through the clouds. So what we get to see in that airplane day in and day out just cannot be captured on film. And it's sometimes it's frustrating. I'll take pictures, I want to show my wife and my daughter and my son, like, look how amazing this is. And I get home and I pull up the camera and I go, wow, this is so disappointing. It looks nothing like what I saw with my eyes today. And that's just intriguing to me. So, you know, a lot of people ask me, does it get old? And the fact of the matter is, to me, it doesn't. It's probably not as exhilarating as flying single-seat fighters for the military, but it is challenging and rewarding nonetheless.